What's going on? Overemployed, ambitious go-getters. So I'm back with another video and kind of done with all this AI bullshit everywhere on YouTube. Even myself, I kind of found myself kind of leaning into the whole AI with videos. You know what? I'm kind of sick of it. You go on TikTok, Instagram, X, and you just see all this stupid AI generated content. I'm so sick of it because the only thing people are after is money at that point, right? Content engagement, money, and where does the help come in? At what point does the help come in where these people who just want to change their life come to your channel and genuinely come here and listen to you to get advice? I believe in good karma. I'm here to help. I promise you guys, I'm always here to help, right? And all I want to say is that I'm kind of done with this whole AI bullshit. The way it's advancing, it's just insane. It's really taking over the whole internet. You kind of go on these videos and you can't even tell if this is AI generated or real video, right? So I'm just kind of sick of all this stuff, and my giving to the world is just to make sure that none of my content ever has any AI generated content, whether that's in scripts, in videos. I want it to be all natural, and first and foremost, I want to be helpful. I want to make an impact in your guys' life, because I know how the market is right now, or you guys think the market is cooked right now. I'll give you guys a little bit of advice on my perspective on that, and don't give up. So we'll kind of jump into that video, but I just wanted to address that I'm so sick of this AI bullshit that's going on around on everywhere. It's just so sick to me. You can't even watch a single video not questioning, is this person really trying to help me, or are they trying to take my money? And I just want you guys to know I'm not gonna be like that in any sense. I'm here to help you guys in any way I could. So yeah, let's get back to these human videos, right? So today we're going to talk about to stop praying and start firing. And what does that mean? There's something called the luck engine, and we're going to get into that in this video. So you got to understand that you don't really have a job problem, okay? You have a keep going problem. Think about that for a minute. So anybody that comes to me, I get all these DMs saying, hey, the market's cooked. I sent so many applications, I'm not hearing back. And I always ask them one question. How long did you apply for? How many days? 2 days? 2 months? How long did you actually send out applications for, right? And most answers, 9 times out of 10, it's less than a week that they're applying for. And they're like, oh, the job market is cooked. I can't get any job. And you have to understand something. Getting a job is level 1. It's not difficult, and I don't care how that sounds. I don't care if I sound rude when I say that. It's the easiest thing you can do. I don't care if you come from an Ivy League school. I don't care if you didn't go to school. I don't care how your resume looks like to some degree, as long as it's not just all white. You can get a job. The question is, what type of job do you want? How much money do you want from this job, right? What kind of charisma do you have? What are your social skills, right? Most people can't land an interview, and that's where the biggest problem comes in. You need to land an interview, and if you can't land an interview, ask yourself, what am I doing that's wrong? Why does no one want to talk to me? Think about it. Don't even think about the job. It's interview. Why does no one want to interview me? What are your setbacks? What are you doing wrong? First culprit is your resume. Think about that. That means your resume, the information on your resume saying you're not suitable for the job. You're basically giving them a paper saying, I'm not suitable for this job. Don't hire me, please. Don't even give me an interview, let alone hiring me. Look at your resume. Think about your resume. Is it good? Is it bad? Have you done the research on how to make a good resume? Have you went on Google saying top software engineer resumes, how they created their resume, and how yours looks in comparison to that? Did you ask yourself the questions of, where do I rank through an ATS test, an application tracker test? So where do you rank on that? Are you on the top of the leaderboard? Are you at the bottom? Why would they hire you? Why would they even give you an interview if you can't even create a simple resume to land you an interview? So you guys are looking way too far into this. I can't land a job. No, let's step back here. You can't land an interview. So leading up to landing an interview, do you know how to send out job applications? How is that for you? Do you use LinkedIn? Do you use Indeed? Do you ask your friends for referrals? Like, what's your job search process here? You're not even thinking about these little things that come from landing a job. I get these DMs, I can't land a job. Okay, step back. There's steps to this. You understand it? You're not gonna wake up one day and you have a job offer. Someone's gonna ring your doorbell, go like, here, we want to hire you. Why should they hire you? If you can't create a resume, if you don't have a system in place to a proper job search process, why would they want to hire someone like that, right? There's so many variables that go on into this. I'm gonna try to break this down as much as I can, but today's just about if there's one thing you can take from this video, right? I wanna talk about this what luck means, right? What is luck? Luck is a mathematical equation. You don't understand that as well, right? So how long do you show up? Do you show up for 2 days, 48 hours of effort, and a lifetime verdict? You gotta come on here, man. That's anyways. Skip this. Let's go on to the next one. So my angle, how I am as a person, I'm a high risk, high reward type of person. But my risk isn't gambling, right? It's not roulette. My risk is boring repetition every single day until it becomes perfect. My risk is getting up tomorrow and pulling the trigger again. That's my risk. How often do you guys show up every single day, whether you're sad, whether you're depressed? Oh, I'm tired today. I don't feel like doing it. No, luck isn't magic, right? This is the mathematical equation for luck. Luck is shots times consistency. Put that into your brain. Luck is equal to shots times consistency. The more you fire, the more luck you look like you have. It's not mystical. It's math with patience. That's it. Math with patience. Luck is equal to shots times consistency. So I was reading this book the other day. It's called Atomic Habits, right? So, and there's one quote in there that really resonated with me. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. So what's the translation of that? Your day will beat your dream every time. So let's say one of you guys have a vision board out there, right? And your dream is to one day own a Lamborghini. Let's say hypothetically, right? And that's your goal. You want to have a Lamborghini one day. But you don't understand. Your goal isn't what's going to get you that Lamborghini. It's your system. One day you're just going to end up in a Lamborghini if you have the right systems in place every single day. You're going to have so much money. One day you're just going to end up in a Lamborghini. That's how it works. Your goal can't be, I want to have a Lamborghini one day. It's your system that's in place. And you keep being consistent every single day. You're going to have so much money if you keep keeping this up every single day. One day you're just going to end up in a Lamborghini. It's just how it's going to be. So now let me talk to the version of you that's about to quit, right? Because I've obviously quit before. And I've stared at the inbox after I've applied. I've heard nothing. Started Googling, is this even worth it? Right? You start coping. You start convincing yourself, maybe I don't want to get a job anywhere. I want to start a business because you're having no luck applying to jobs here. And every time the answer wasn't be smarter or get a new degree. It's show up again exactly where it hurts. Same thing applies to the gym. So you go to the gym. You go to the gym for the first week, you're motivated, right? You have some nice, tough 1 hour sessions at the gym. You go 7 days in a row. 8th day, you look in the mirror and it's like, I look the same, right? People don't understand that there's a certain day that comes. Let's say you go to the gym for consistently on 60 days, you see no effort. But on that 61st day, you look in the mirror, it's like, whoa, I look better. And that's what consistency is. That's what it is, right? So you have to remember, no matter how you feel, you gotta show up again exactly where it hurts. So we all love the myth of the chosen one, right? The one with the perfect resume, the perfect school, doors just opening left, right, everywhere you go. It's a cute story, but that's not real life. Real life is uglier and better. Real life is the kid with a mid resume, shipping it daily, fixing 1 week line, DMing one real human, and then doing it again tomorrow. Real life is you watching this video, searching up, how do I land a job? That's what real life is. And you know what that looks like from the outside, right? Wow, they're lucky. You look at people going, wow, that guy is so lucky, right? He got a job in a couple of days, but you don't understand the repetition and the hard work that individual has put in to get to that point. That to you guys on the outside, it looks like an overnight success. It's not. They just widen their luck surface area. That's essentially all it is. And me personally, I love playing life on hard mode. I enjoy life on hard mode. Not because I enjoy suffering, but because hard mode reveals the people who can't be broken by silence. Silence is not failure. Silence is data. Silence is your enemy blinking first. If you can't sit in that quiet and keep firing, you're going to win. You have to sit in that quiet and keep firing until you win. So let's clear some of the junk that's probably lays in your head today, right? So one of the things that you probably think in your head is, I need the perfect resume. So what the hell is a perfect resume? You'll never achieve a 100% accurate, 100% hit rate resume. There's no perfect resume. There's an optimal resume, but there's no perfect resume. There's a bad resume, but there's no perfect resume, right? You need a resume that essentially reads, a headline that actually matches the role that you're applying to. So if you're a software engineer applying for DevOps roles or data scientist roles or HR roles, it's literally self-explanatory why you're not getting that role. If you can't see that, I don't know what to say. And a few honest wins that a stranger can understand in 5 seconds. That's all you need in a resume, right? Decent resume, mid resume, doesn't matter. Just has to be good, decent enough. All we need, because all you're essentially doing is you're gonna be good enough to get an interview. And then after you get the interview, that's a whole different game that we can talk about probably in a different video. So sometimes people say I'm not from a top school. Great. Make your proof louder than your pedigree. Show the outcome, right? Show your scrapes. People hire evidence. And if I can start back when I was, let's say, 18, I wouldn't go to university. I wouldn't go to college. Why would I do that? You know what I realized? I realized that you can self-teach your stuff, or you can even take a boot camp. There's everything on YouTube. There's so many courses out there that you can become a software engineer tomorrow. So that's something I would change. If I could go back to high school, looking at universities or colleges, I wouldn't even go to college or university because it's all bullshit. Third thing is I don't want to spam. Okay, neither do I. Stop spamming. Start showing up. Brief, specific, respectful. Ask small, deliver real. And if you do feel a bit attacked right now, good. That's your ego trying to keep you safe with stories. You don't need new stories. You need new repetitions. You'll get better as time goes on. You'll learn what I know as time goes on. That's literally what life is all about here. And you gotta really implement that into your brain here, okay? So here's the movie that I want you to play in your head today. So you're gonna wake up and today's gonna be a boring day. You're flat, you have zero motivation, but you're still gonna fire 2 applications, 1 honest DM to a real human, 10 minutes total. So you didn't win the war today, but you kept the engine warm. You kept your luck engine warm. That's what it is, the luck engine. So that's it. That's the whole secret. So tomorrow you wake up again, you feel a bit better today. Okay, instead of doing 2 applications, you send 5 today and 2 DMs on LinkedIn to someone. That's it. Third day, you increase it or you lower it, but you stay consistent to some degree. That's the whole secret here. You stack enough boring days and suddenly the graph starts to bend and everyone's like, bro, put me on. Or they look at you, go like, wow, you got so lucky. Oh, wow, you overnight success. But only you know that you've actually put in the time, the effort, and the repetitions every single day for weeks, for months, for years, until it finally happens. So ask yourself out loud, right? So do you do this? So where am I still hoping instead of measuring, right? In your whole job application process. What's the one part of your hunt that still works even if you feel like trash? What tiny proof can I ship by Saturday that says I can do this job? That's what you gotta ask yourself always when you're doing this type of job application search process, right? You don't need a 40-page portfolio. You need a tiny proof, a screenshot, a loom, a small fix, a before and after. Give people a handle to grab. Make yourself grabbable. Put yourself out there in the world. That's how you're gonna be successful and start grabbing these job opportunities that come around. So you want a system without the spreadsheet, right? And here's mine in human words. So I do 1 block a day. I find roles that look like me, right? I tweak my resume here and there every single day, depending on what type of job roles I'm going to be applying for. I send it, I write it down that I sent it out. I have to keep track of it to some degree, right? And then I'm going to ping someone. So if I see a hiring manager that's on a team that I like in a company that I like, I'm gonna reach out to them. What's the worst they can do? Yell at me, say no, okay, right? I'm gonna keep firing my shots like that because they're human, you're a human. Connect. And then guess what? I go outside because I'm not a robot. I'm just a human applying to jobs every single day. And that's it. That's my entire strategy. There's no secret to this. The secret is luck, the equation of luck. It's all mathematical. The more shots you fire, the more consistent you are, the more luck you're gonna have. That's simply what it is. This applies everywhere in sports, in hockey. The more shots you take, the more goals you score. If you guys aren't shooting, how are you gonna get goals? Let's literally think about that for a second. If you're not sending out applications, how are you gonna score? How are you gonna get the job? How are you gonna get the interview? So imagine a hockey player, right? Or an NBA basketball player, never shooting. How's he gonna get the points? And if he only shoots game 1, he drops 30 points. Game 2, he has 0 shots. He's gonna have 0 points. He has to show up every single day, take the shots, put in the work at practice. He's gonna get the points. It's very as simple as that. So yeah, so let me ask you something that might even string here. So when did you last stop right before it got interesting, right? Because that's where most people quit, at the silent part. The silent part is where compounding hides. Compounding is your friend. So day 1, you apply, you get nothing. Day 2, you apply, you get nothing. Day 9, you apply, you still get nothing. And guess what? Day 14, you get a reply from the person you DM'd on day 3 who finally had a second, and he's hiring. That random reply wasn't random. That was your day 3 echo finally reaching you. And here's the identity flip that essentially saved me. I'm not the outcome, I'm the cadence. If you love the cadence, the outcomes get embarrassed and follow. And for the high risk crowd, who are my people essentially, this is how you gamble like a pro, right? Don't bet your rent on one role. Bet your effort across 100 roles. Take aggressive shots with small asks. Don't ask for a job. Ask for 10 minutes from someone, right? Don't ask for a miracle. Ask for a map. Then be the person who actually shows up to walk it, right? So stop acting like the market is your parent and you're waiting for permission. Markets don't care. Markets respond. So make them respond to relentless clarity. This is who I am. This is what I can do. Here's proof. I'll be here again tomorrow. So understand, like, what if I can send only one thing today? What's the smallest ask I can make that moves me forward? If a stranger skimmed the first seconds of my story, would they know my day 1 impact? Where am I hiding behind the perfect? Because perfect doesn't exist. Remember that, right? Always send. It's all that matters here. And if you need one line to kind of imprint in your brain, is ship ugly today so you can iterate pretty tomorrow. So I'll make you guys one promise on this channel, but no more AI content. I'm gonna show the ugly sides of everything because I genuinely want to help you guys and make sure you guys win, and I want to win myself, right? That's the circle of life here. I'll show the quiet weeks and what I changed. If you guys need help, you guys could ask me for advice anytime you guys want. And I'm not here to really sell you guys a fantasy, right? I'm selling a chair you can essentially sit in every single day until the door opens, right? You got to be consistent. This whole channel is about consistency. If you guys want jobs, improve your luck. And what is luck? It's a mathematical equation. If you guys want to do a one-on-one call with me, find the link in the description below. I'll be happy to help you guys out with anything you guys need. If you guys do need a custom tailored resume as well, that's the essential gateway to landing an interview. And that's what you got to master first. Hit me up. I'll build a custom tailored resume with you. We'll do a discovery call to see what kind of person you are, what field you're in, and I'll definitely help you guys create a resume that works, that follows my mathematical equation of luck. Luck is equal to shots times consistency. That's it. So my name is Ben. I love high risk, high reward, and high repetition, and I want the best for you guys. So have a great day today and try applying everything that I've kind of outlined in this whole video. I promise you guys it would work if you guys just stick to it for at least 60 days, 2 months. Try what I told you guys for 60 days and give me your feedback on if it worked or not and if you guys landed the job. I'll see you guys in the next video.